incredible ways. Next up, I want to invite Abby Pascua.
Let me just get my little setup ready here. But my name is Abby, and I'm technically a super senior at the U. I'm studying nursing. So I moved to Salt Lake City from North Carolina in 2020 in search of Christian community. Growing up, my time with God was limited to Christmas Eve and Easter when my parents would take me to church. It was not until my family experienced a traumatic loss that I considered learning more about God. In my freshman year of high school, my mom died within 4 months of being diagnosed with stage 4 stomach cancer. The grief I felt was absolutely devastating, and I began to realize that I needed God. Although I tried to seek Him on my own, I found that I was having a hard time growing in my faith. I began to long for a community that could support me in my new walk with Jesus. After moving into the dorms, it was not long before InterVarsity invited me to join one of their Bible studies. What struck me about InterVarsity's community was the effort they made to include me and sometimes even push me to attend every event, which I was grateful for. The community empowered me to use my gifts in leadership through worship, discipleship, and Bible study. It was not long before the enemy caught on to all of the good I was experiencing, though. In my sophomore year, I was stuck in a toxic living situation and got diagnosed with chronic migraine disorder. This was one of the hardest times in my life, and I tried to shut God out by shutting out the community He gave me. My mental and physical pain caused me to question whether I had the ability to do anything that involved leaving home. I did not think it was possible for me to continue leading Bible study and worship for Ivy. I was surprised when my Ivy friends committed to fighting these battles alongside me. God was not done using me as a leader yet. Now I have led Bible study and worship for 4 years. Having a front row seat to all that God has been doing on campus has changed my life for the better. I have made lifelong friends here, and I got to marry the worship leader and my Bible study leader as a bonus. So that was pretty good. I came into college as a people pleaser, afraid to be myself around others. And I am now leaving college strong in who I am with a whole bunch of my favorite people by my side. My migraines no longer stop me from living the life God has called me to, and I now live in a home where I feel loved. I am learning to be steadfast in my faith, and I am seeking God out more than ever. If there is one piece of advice I can leave you with, it is don't choose out of Christian community. Trust me on this one. Stick around to see all the ways God will work through you and His people. Thank you.
I love Abby's story is marked by saying yes in the midst of suffering and trial. And I think that's a really beautiful testament of how God is at work. That when we want to pull away is when He's inviting us to